So if you're like me that own more than one socket wrench, and I decided to do a little project with one of them, and now I want to do it to all of them, and that's kind of like take them apart, clean them up, and I'm going to add a little bit of grease. Now, I've had this for many years, and you know, some of the older ones that have less engagement, they do sound a little clunkier. So what I did was, you know, grabbed, you know, this one's a little smaller, but it's still a Craftsman, and I opened it up, I cleaned it, greased it up, and listen to this. Oh, music to my ears. It feels amazing, feels like a brand new, you know, socket wrench. And I got the idea from when I purchased this Grade-O-Matic socket set. This wrench obviously has more engagement, which is, you know, what everybody's looking for nowadays. So it's not too loud, not too low, and it just feels fantastic. I couldn't figure out why this feels so good. So that's what I decided, you know what, I'm gonna take this one apart. I cleaned it up, I've had it for many, many years, and it's just music to my ears. It feels great, feels like a brand new socket wrench, you know, compared to like this thing. I mean, if you like the noise, more power to you. I like things sometimes a little quiet. I get to enjoy surroundings. So we're gonna go ahead, take them apart, clean them out, put a little bit of grease on it, compare, you know, how I sounded before and after, and we're gonna have a little fun doing it. So don't forget to like and follow. We have great videos coming. You don't wanna miss them. Some of the links below help out the channel. Don't forget to check them out. So let's get to it. All right, so, you know, you're gonna need some gloves because, you know, I do get a little dirty in there. Some grease, you know, one of these little pliers for the clips. Sometimes you're gonna need one of these, or, you know, a nice little screwdriver or a pick. So, you know, when we get to it, we'll check it out. So some of the newer ones have a little Torx. Like I said, we're not taking this one apart. You know, this one is perfect for me. I like it. It's not too loud, not too, you know, quiet. It's just perfect. This is the one that I did yesterday. So it's like super quiet. I mean, you could put a little less grease in it and it'll sound a little bit louder. It's up to you. You know, I just wanted to try it out. See, this one kind of like changes the tone a little bit. Perfect, I love it. So we're gonna check this one out. For a little guy, it's pretty loud. And this one here too. I don't use this one as much, but I just wanted to, you know, just do a little fun project. You know, this is the one that kind of drives me nuts. And not only that, it's kind of like hard to move, you know? All right, so we're gonna try that. Like I said, you know, a little bit of grease, some gloves, you know, a rag if you wanna, you know, not make so much of a mess, all right? And so let me pop my gloves on. I like to buy these at Harbor Freight, you know, the 5 mil, you know, for light duty stuff, and then you get the 7 mil for the heavy duty stuff. I absolutely love them. They're like, you know, I think they're about 10 bucks or so, and fantastic. All right, so, all right, here we go. All right, so let's see how loud this one goes up to. All right, we got about 97.5. All right, let's do some magic. All right, the way you take these apart, you have this big C-clamp in there, and you have, you know, the two little holes. So we're gonna grab the correct proper tool. All right, and you're gonna just pull it out, and that's pretty much it. So it does have a little cover that we're gonna clean, and you know, here you have the teeth. Okay, so this one has the release on it, a little button, which I love that. And then this is, you know, your little engagement and your, you know, forward and back. So I don't take this out. It does have like a little spring in there. You got to be careful. If you take it out, it's going to pop. You don't really need to take it out. We're just going to clean the inside. You know, it's pretty dry. It has no lubrication. Like I said, I've had this for many, many years. So we're going to go ahead and just clean the inside, add a little lubrication, and we're good to go. There are different types of oils. You could use oil types that are for this. You could use a little bit of grease. You know, usually the grease won't slide out. If you use a oil, it could come out. So just be careful with that. There are different types of oils that you could use for this. So this is similar to my mountain bike, which has, you know, a rear hub engagement. And, you know, sometimes I like it loud. Like if I feel like I want to go fast, you know, the noise makes me want to go faster. And then sometimes I just not in the mood. So I take them apart and, you know, I put a little bit of, you know, the special lube and, you know, I'm back on the bike again. So I love doing that. I really do. That's kind of like where I got the idea for this. So, you know, again, you know, you're going to clean it up. If you want to use your WD-40 or you want to use, you know, your, you know, brake cleaner, whichever one you have available, you could use. You know, very simple process. It doesn't take long. Like I say, try one, see if you like it. You know, make sure that all your teeth are nice and clean and they're not damaged. They do, you know, break sometimes if you put a lot of force or more force than it's designed to take. So, all right, so she is pretty much good to go on that end. Gonna go ahead and clean the inside. It's a very simple process. Now it's nice and clean inside. All right, so all we're gonna do is, you know, grab your grease, put a little bit on the teeth. Okay, do that. The more grease you put on it, it's going to be a little bit more quiet. All right, so don't forget to grease the top and the bottom. Okay, so you don't have to go crazy with it. I've had these so long that they had no grease whatsoever. All right. I'm going to add a little grease inside too, just in case. I'm going to go ahead and add grease to a little. If you're having a hard time flipping from forward and reverse, then you might want to go ahead and, you know, put some inside this little chamber right here. So that way, you know, it moves nice and free forward and back. All right. So make sure you get that section also. And go ahead and put it in. You're gonna have to put it in the middle so it slides right in. Hear it already, the difference? So if you want more, if you want to see, if you put more, it'll be a little bit more quiet if I'm not mistaken. And what happens is if you put too much sometimes, you could skip the engagement, especially if you're going fast. You could skip the engagement, so you have to be, you know, careful with that. All right. Let's give it another try. And there you have it. I'm gonna go ahead and put the little cover back on it. Yeah, make sure you put a little bit of that it has grease there too. And then you're gonna put your clamp back on. All right. Very nice. There you have it. Less drag. Look how quiet it is now. Oh my God, this thing feels absolutely amazing now. Oh yeah, nice. Less drag. I had like no grease in there, so. All right, so let's check out how loud it is. right? 77.5. A lot less than it did before. So, what do you guys think? Sounds great. Feels fantastic. All right, so from time to time, you got to go ahead and clean them out. Put a little bit of grease. This one, since it's smaller, and I think I put a lot of grease in there, very, very quiet. This one is perfect. I like this. I like the feel of this thing. It's just amazing. I'm leaving this one the way it is, and then we're gonna. All right, let's do a little one. See how the little one does, and then we'll go to the medium one. All right. So this one has like two little springs, kind of like the same concept. Pull and out. All right, so this one looks like the oil that it came with. It's very, very thin. So, yeah, it's very liquidy. So this one, we're gonna clean it up. Let's go ahead and put some grease on it. Nice and clean. Chamber's nice and clean. I'm gonna add a little bit of grease in there, not too much though. This one's very little. You don't wanna put too much grease in there either, because then, if the grease has nowhere to go, then you're not going to get any engagement. So, okay. And make sure you get some on this surface area here. That's the one that goes inside, and then the other side too. Any part that spins against metal. So, all right. Nice and quiet. Another 20 years of service. All right, let's check out this puppy. All right, 90.6. These have like a little, kind of like a spring that goes around it with a pick, little fast screwdriver. You can just pick it out. Kind of like a keychain. You have to open it up, so just like a keychain, different angles. You open it up and you start prying it out. I say I don't use this one as much. These are more simple. They're a little thicker, but this one has the quick release thing too, which I love that. This one's actually backwards. The teeth are on the head. So we'll clean that up. It's pretty much dry. It doesn't have much of anything. I think this is a husky. Yeah, this is a husky. Yeah. So I got this one. I like to leave it in my car and stuff. This did come with a little bit of grease back in the day. And grease this one up inside just a little bit. And we're gonna make sure metal to metal areas, they get a little grease too. Not too much because then you have a lot of drag. Open it up. Okay. Good to go. All right, guys, so she's done. Listen to the difference. Feels fantastic. All right, so let's check out how loud this one is. $77.2. Awesome, guys. So, I mean, this one stayed. I like this little click on this one, but it's not loud. These are the ones that sound clunky. Perfect. Just feels perfect. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. You know, do one, experiment with one of your, you know, Snap-ons or any other brand that you have that you really enjoy, but it's a little clunky. And, you know, later on, you might just do them all because they might sound super, super nice. So, again, thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to like and follow. We have great videos, and hit the all notification bell so you stay up to date with all the new videos. So, again, thanks for watching.